Greetings and welcome to the YouTube channel for Grap coins. The following is an additional video update that discusses the link chart in detail. An inkling of motion was detected yesterday, however, definitive confirmation has not yet been received. Yesterday there was a marginal uptick in the price of the link chart. However, it failed to surmount the initial level of resistance. Assuming Alabama is undergoing a phase of robust and ascending market conditions, it is important to acknowledge that, although we are currently witnessing a bull market, an alternative alt season has already begun. As per my recent examination of Bitcoin's dominance as presented in the Bitcoin video, there is presently no tangible evidence to suggest any substantial shifts. Despite this, however, modest upward movements have occurred. A diminutive candle exhibiting a green hue, it is critical to exercise prudence and refrain from becoming overly preoccupied with it. Hence, it is imperative that our focus be exclusively on the presently observable elements. It is apparent that there were 5 ascending movements, and drawing conclusions about the probable outcome from our prior discourse is possible. This year is distinguished by the occurrence of a wave 2 correction. On average, following the occurrence of 5 ascending waves, a 3-wave corrective pullback is expected to ensue in the form of a wedge pattern. We were cognizant of the expected decline towards the yellow support area weeks ago. We are currently analyzing the current situation within the shortest possible time frame. At present, there exist numerous prospective scenarios that may transpire, and the link facilitates the consideration of all conceivable actions and decisions. As the Y wave is classified as an ABC structure, it is probable that the correct unfolding of this C wave is still ongoing. It is possible that the height of this oceanic surge could decrease further. However, the existence of a specific formation is necessary to substantiate this claim. This subject may be the subject of a discussion in a moment. While there is no explicit regulation, I diligently observe and adhere to this guideline whenever I come across equivalent circumstances. This region contains the bottom, and a retreat in wave 2 typically concludes in close proximity to a wave 4 of a lesser magnitude that was observed in this area. Another instance of a low is not implausible, although it typically transpires within that range. Potential to materialize as stated previously, all possibilities remain viable at this time. Possible scenarios involve a white count that exhibits a wavy structure, where the Y wave is composed of an AABC pattern, and the C wave is composed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another decline is conceivable during the 5th phase of C of Y of 2. The purpose of including these boxes on the charts is to draw attention to the importance of identifying prospective entry points. Following this, should the market undergo a rally, even if it is merely a corrective rally, it could potentially offer a favorable opportunity to realize profits. Still exceedingly plausible, while wave 4 exhibits a moderate degree of assertiveness, it has yet to successfully disprove any assertions or theories. Should our endeavors be intensified, wave 4 will continue to be legitimate. Given the white count, it is probable that the price would fall even lower than $106 prior to any endeavor to reverse the situation. Furthermore, this would give rise to a second phase that is more substantial and consequential, distinguished by a profound and robust correction. I would affirm that if we encounter an additional decline in value upon reaching the help region, it is conceivable that the lowest point has been attained. It is critical to acknowledge that in the event of a rally at this juncture, it might constitute the preliminary stage wave of a more substantial second wave. Under such circumstances, it is prudent to monitor the development of 5 waves, as this would suggest the probable attainment of the minimum. Conversely, a 3-wave corrective rally resembling the ABC pattern in wave A might transpire, followed by a C wave decline after a B wave retracement, and a C wave rally for a larger wave B. Even a slight recovery in the market would still signify additional declines. There is a continuation of the present trend in the near future. On the contrary, the identification of a succession of 5 ascending waves would suggest that the minimum point has already transpired. What is that in terms of significance? In trading, affirmation is generally unnecessary, as it primarily serves as an analytical procedure. If nevertheless we observe a sequence of 5 ascending waves, we may also search for a 3. By utilizing the wave count in conjunction with the observation of 5 waves, it becomes possible to establish precise criteria for the forthcoming retraction. As a result, this particular aspect is presently capturing my attention. Thursday's recorded swing low of approximately 1,280 would be surpassed by the price if it were to decline further, suggesting the potential occurrence of another tri-trade scenario. The value is presently declining by 5 units. A practical decision can be reached by keeping an eye on the 1065 level for any possible changes in direction. If the price were to decline below that level, there is some support near 950. It is probable that should the price transcend the present level, it will also surpass the peak value attained yesterday. Moreover, should the upward trend persist, it is likely that the asset will encounter the 50% retracement level at 1496. As we approach the upper resistance level, we anticipate a confrontation between adverse and bullish forces. The central issue under consideration pertains to the feasibility of accomplishing a series of 5 consecutive ascents. In the event that we confront an obstacle that impedes our progress, it is rational to exploit it once more. Nonetheless, if we observe an increase in waves, we should continue to retreat in a wave pattern, even if we only encounter 3 consecutive waves in the upward direction from a practical standpoint. Kindly plan to revisit at a subsequent occasion. Undoubtedly, that is the overarching notion. Any outcome is conceivable from a probabilistic perspective, including an instantaneous rally. On the contrary, current observations indicate that a minor downturn is probable even if 5 phases succeed one another. This becomes evident upon examining the reward-to-risk ratio indicated in the yellow box. 5 waves make up a single C wave. The C wave initiates with a sequence of 5 waves. The presence of 5 waves in a downward motion is a substantial indicator that the C wave is currently developing. At present, both the potential for profits and losses are favorable as we approach a resistance level that is progressively diminishing in our favor. Nonetheless, should the present ascending trajectory comprise merely 3 waves, it is highly likely that an additional descending motion will ensue. We shall remain vigilant in the detection of wave motion. Should we effectively accomplish the objective of suppressing the initial 5 waves in the first wave, denoted by the color yellow, a C wave configuration would be established which would furnish you with all the essential parameters to diligently observe. Furthermore, it is imperative to scrutinize the blue total, which signifies the most sanguine interpretation. The bulls should closely observe this critical aspect as it aligns with wave 3 of the blue wave pattern. To validate the establishment of the low, a minimum of 5 waves, more precisely the 1.618 extension, must transpire until the year 1772. The following is my revision to the link. Please indicate your satisfaction by selecting the like icon. Achieve a value equivalent to 1687. Your subscription, visit, and remark on the Grap Coin YouTube channel are greatly appreciated. Your assistance is incredibly valued. I bid you farewell.